Hello, Alena here with Estimate Mastery, ready to talk all about Xactimate certification, what it is, what the levels mean, and how to do it. How do you get certified? So very excited to share that with you today. So we'll get started in here in just a bit, and I'll show you how all of this works. So thanks everybody that's on with me live. Very excited to take any questions you have about certification. And if you're watching the replay, as always, if you have any questions, you can comment below the video or email us at info@estimatemastery.com. I actually can put that across the screen here. So let me get that typed in there. If you have any questions, I'm going to be covering quite a bit today. So if you join, you're probably going to want to stick around because I have about 4 or 5 things to share with you that I think you're going to find really valuable. So we've got certification on deck. First of all, let's talk about certification. What the heck is it? Well, it is an exam that Verisk, the maker of Xactimate, has you take. It's procured by them. You go to their website to go purchase it. I actually have a discount code for you. If you want to go purchase that exam, I think you get 15% off with a code that I am going to give you here in just a bit. I'll give you the link to go buy the exam, and I'll give you our code as well for watching today. So what is it? It's an exam. That's what it is. You pass the exam, you get certified as a user in Xactimate. What does that actually do, though? Because I will never tell you to go do something if there isn't a good reason or a purpose behind it. So funny story, today we had Alex Arando call in, one of our prior people that went through one of our certification classes. He got level 2 certified. Talk about the levels in a second. And he reported to our customer service line that he actually got quite a few adjusters to wake up and pay what he was asking because he presented his certification. So that's why I wish every contractor would go and get certified when it's the right time. So what is it to get certified? Again, just pass an exam. Go pay the fee, pass the exam, and then once you get that certification, it'll give you a certification number, which is very, very useful to put on your business card, your header in Xactimate. You'll want to put that on your email signature. We found a lot of contractors have seen success with that. So it's not just getting through the exam going, well, if I'm certified, they actually give you a number that you can put on many assets in your company. It's also great with a homeowner. So you know what? I'm a restoration professional. We've been in business for 10 years, and I'm actually certified in the same software that the insurance companies use. Here's my certification number. So it differentiates yourself within the industry and has clout with the adjuster. So the way that we teach our members here at Estimate Mastery to use their certification number, again, put it on all of the assets. And then when you're speaking with an adjuster, say, hey, Tom, thanks for looking over my estimate and everything. And, or if you're out in the field with them at the adjuster appointment, nice to meet you, Tom. Hey, by chance, are you certified? Because I'm certified level 2 in Xactimate. Tom would be like, yeah, no, I'm not certified. And say, okay, cool. Great information. You can either call back in to the main line and say, hey, I'm level 2 certified in Xactimate. Can I speak to someone that can go over this estimate with me? I really need to speak with someone that's certified in Xactimate. Does it work every single time? No. You also could ask the adjuster, hey, do you have anybody inside your organization that is certified so that I can speak to them about this? Because, I need to speak to someone who has the same level of certification as me. Alex reported it sounded like the adjusters just that certification held weight with them, and he was able to have a higher, better conversation with the adjuster because he held his certification and he has a number assigned to him. They used to have a wonderful library, I wouldn't call it a library, database where you could go search who was certified. They don't have that anymore, so you just kind of have to really lean into that is your certification number and have it on your assets. But it's pretty powerful with adjusters, and it's working boots on the ground right now. So super excited about that. And I just wish every contractor would get certified. All right. So what are we looking at to get into certification? There's 3 levels. Just getting level 1, 99% of adjusters, 99% of adjusters don't even have level 1 certification. So if you as the contractor can get that nailed down and get that completed, good on you. You've got 99% of people on the other side in the adjusting world don't have that. So a great resume builder. Not only that, gives clout in the industry, and with the homeowner, you can differentiate yourself from your competition because the adjusters aren't certified. The contractors in your area probably aren't certified either. So level 1 certification, just knock that out. Level 2 certification, I'm going to show you the actual prep exams here in just a second. We do have the prep work for the exam that you can reach out to us, and we'll send that over to you. So I'll give you the instructions on how to do that in just a second. But level 1 is just a 1-level floor plan. In fact, let me just go ahead and get into that document right now, and I'll just share my screen with you guys. I'll show you the floor plan for the level 1 prep document if you haven't seen it before. And go ahead and share this screen over here, which is screen 2. Okay. There we go. So there you should see. It's just a basic floor plan. Actually, I take that back. It's really not basic. You've got these stairs here that you probably have to rotate to fit into the floor plan. There's some double doors. There's a slider. Believe it or not, the hardest part of this floor plan for most people is this pop out right here. This is a left click, hold, and drag situation with your square brake tool. That's what creates that. So if you'd like to, if you're interested in certification and you'd like to go ahead and self-study for it, we have the prep docs for you. You can just email us at info@estimatemastery.com and say, hey, can I have the level 1 prep doc, level 2 prep doc, level 3? And we'll send those over to you. Let me show you what the difference is, though. This is level 1, like I said. And by the way, y'all, the test is easier than the prep doc. If you can get through this, you will fly through the exam. The exam is easier than this. They also have some sample questions in here. They will drill down to each room, so they give you the dimensions of everything. This is very true to what the exam is like. Let me skip on down to the questions, some of the sample ones. They'll have you sketch the sketch. Okay, it is an interior sketch and a little bit of a roof for level 1. So you have a 1-level interior sketch, and then the roof gets put on. It's pretty basic roof. And then you add all of the line items that they prescribe. So this prep doc, if you want to email the info@estimatemastery.com, we will send you a level 1, 2, or 3 prep doc for you. And once you build your sketch, you go ahead and add all of your line items. That's really the bulk of the test. And let me give you some of the sample questions. Here's the roof. Again, hardest thing on this sketch for the roof is going to be this guy right here. Most people can't get past that. That's just a square brake, left click, hold, and drag situation. I've got videos over on YouTube if you need to know how to do that. Let me scoot on down here. There's the scope for the roof for the prep doc. And then here's the sample questions. So this is what the exam would look like. You'd go in, they'd give you that prescribed sketch. You would sketch the sketch in your Xactimate for the first floor and then the roof. And then you'd go in and add all the prescribed line items, open up the exam, and it's going to ask you questions like this. What is the square footage of the floor in the kitchen? What is the square footage of the walls and ceiling in the hall? All of these questions can easily be answered by clicking on a room and going to the properties of that room or the roof, and it will give you all of this breakdown. So that's pretty much the bulk of the test. It's going to be your scope questions. I believe they still have a knowledge exam, but they've been changing that lately. I have not taken one of these tests in a year or so, so I think knowledge, they've removed part of it, or not as many questions, but they did used to have this multiple choice situation, such as to mark an estimate complete in Xactimate, you must fill out the required data in the claim info tab, true or false. You can have, it's an open book exam, so you can have Xactimate open and go through the actions. So for this, I'd say, okay, I need to mark an estimate complete. Well, what does that look like? Well, let's open an example estimate really quick. And it's taking its time to think about it. Here we go. So to mark an estimate complete, there it is. What happens if I try to mark an estimate complete? Let's see here. Okay, if there's inspection things, that's fine. I probably will need to cure some of these. So there's the answer. It wouldn't let me mark it complete until I fixed some of the items that I didn't fill out in claim info. Okay, so you can, like I said, it's an open book exam, and it's quite user-friendly and to just go through it. In Sketch, is it possible to see measurements for all rooms simultaneously? I don't know. Let's go explore. So it'll allow you to go and self-serve yourself the answers to a lot of these questions. So that's the level 1 exam. Let me pull up level 2 really quick on the prep doc, and you'll see that it is a more advanced sketch for level 2. You've got some vertex walls here. You've got some situations where there's small rooms tucked into other rooms, bifold doors. You've got this tub right here. Spoiler alert, that tub is just a kit in the sketch in Xactimate. Let me show you that really quick. Actually, that's really a fun one for me. If you go to your windows, right here, windows, where are you? Right here. Drop down under windows, and you're going to find that bay. Now, there's a bay with roof, or there is a, there should be one without, just a regular standard bay window. You also have what's called a bow window, and that's what you're seeing on the front of that floor plan. So you can see here, that's a bow window, and that's what they're asking you to do right here. And then you just drop a tub reference area in there. So super simple. You just, that area is already selected. We just bring up our reference area, attach that, and you should be able to drop that in there. So I have all the training on all of this over on YouTube with the different particulars, windows, reference areas, and all of that over there if you want to take a look. So this isn't going to be a how to sketch training on this call today, but I definitely have everything that you need over on YouTube. And again, the hardest thing is going to be your vertex walls on this floor plan. Okay, so that is how the level 2 floor plan looks. And then of course you'd have to sketch, it'll give you the zoom in perspective. So you know the particulars of the doors, windows, bifolds, everything that it wants you to add. And then let me not make you too dizzy here. So that's the first level of the floor plan. And then for level 2, you do have a second level. So it's kind of funny. Level 2, you have to create 2 levels. Okay. So this level 2 is going to be just a couple of rooms. And then they're going to want you to create this roof. And of course, the hardest thing for the roof for people, you'd think it'd be the vertex roof. It's actually not that bad. It's the dormers. Getting your dormers set up correctly is probably the hardest part of this roof sketch. So to get certified in Xactimate, it is a lot of sketching. So I would say just tackle level 1 first. Just like I said, if you can get through the prep docs are harder than the actual exam. So that's what I would say. Just tackle level 1. So you've got level 2, like I showed you here, and then level 3 is a beast. And do not do this to yourself until you absolutely have to. It's actually quite insane. I've never, and I know this is like it sounds so like, ooh, look at Alena, she's so cool, or like I'm supposed to be cool, whatever it is. I've only gotten like a 75 on the level 3 exam. It is so hard to pass. So not to like toot my own horn like I should get 100s. I think I should. I'm an A student. I should be getting it, but no, I mean, it's so hard to pass level 3. So, but as a level 3 user, holding that level of certification makes you an expert witness. And I've had lawyers call me and say, hey, Alena, can you be expert witness on this case? Because I held level 3 certification. So that really holds weight in the industry, but you don't need to do that today. I say, just get to that level 1. And we'll share those prep docs with you, any level that you want. Again, if you just want to email us here at estimatemastery.com, info@estimatemastery.com, we'll get you those prep docs. Next, I want to show you how to order the exam. Let me get Xactimate out of my way really quick here. And so to order the exam, it's actually quite hard to find this on their website right now. So that's why I wanted to cover this with you guys. It takes a little bit of doing. So I'm going to drop the link into the comments so that you guys on Facebook or YouTube can just click this link. We'll probably put it in the description of the video as well. You're going to want to click on Xactimate user certification. So when I click on that, it does take you to the different options and which level, which exam you want to go through. We have a 15% off coupon code for that. Let me drop that for you really quick. If you want to order the exam, please use our coupon code here. It'll not only give you 15% off, but it does support our channel. We are affiliate partners with Verisk in selling their exams. So if you do us a solid and put that in the promo code, you'll get the 15% off, and we get a cool little bump as a thank you for doing that for us. But you should be able to click the link down below. That is the promo code for 15% off. Let's put that on the little banner here. There we go. And that'll give you 15% off of the cost of the exam. I generally get asked right about now, hey, can I just skip level 1 and go to level 2? I mean, I'm already using Sketch every day. Is it possible? Yes, you can go dive into level 3 if that's your jam. If you really like pain in life, you can just skip right on to level 3 if that's your jam. I think that if you order the exam and you're working through the Sketch and the practical portion of it, I think you have up to a year to take the exam. So don't take a year, please. Just do it in a timely manner so that you get that credential under your belt. But when you order from Verisk, you have a pretty good amount of time to get that completed and submitted to them. And then you do have to get a 70% on the exam in order to pass, and then give you your certification number. So that's what we're after, really. It's just getting that credential so that we can put it on our company header in Xactimate, on your business card, in your email signature, and really leverage that with the adjuster. So the other thing I would say is people come to me and they're like, Alena, I just want to get certified. And like, why do I get certified? Well, it sounds good. It's certification. So what I say about certification that you need to be careful as well. Yes, it does increase your clout in the industry. It holds weight, looks great with the homeowner, yada, yada, all the things I've talked about on this call already. However, I likened it to a college degree. So if you want a college degree for algebra hanging on your wall, cool. Go spend 4 or 6 years getting your algebra degree. You come out of college, you still don't know how to balance your bank account. Okay. So certification is going to be like a college degree. Using Xactimate in a practical aspect, that's something that you still need to be educated in sometime along the way. That's what we do here at Estimate Mastery, is help you get educated in Xactimate. I want you being able to balance your bank account and have a great business on your hands, and then go get certified is kind of how I explain it. You can do whatever you want, but certification is more like an icing on a cake. If your cake is full of sawdust and nails and isn't edible, I wouldn't want to throw certification on that. So not to give you like a should I get certified kind of question. That's just my 2 cents on what I think. I think you need a good book of business, getting, Xactimate with all of your line items, overhead and profit and everything into your estimate, solidly supporting that with the right photos and all. That's fun, wrapping up like a nice little package with a bow, then certification on top of that, chef's kiss. So that's my 2 cents on that. Anyone can get certified at any time. You do you. But that's usually what people ask. Is one of the commonly asked questions is like, when should I get certified? Well, if you're brand new to Xactimate, you might want to get your fundamentals down first. That being said, we also, you can self-study, email info@estimatemastery.com, go get your certification prep docs. That's great. But the other thing I wanted to tell you guys is that we also have a course coming up next week. So if you're interested in that, I'll put a link to that. Our courses walk you through the steps and all of the skills to get through the exam. We don't take the exam with you, but we teach you every single skill that you'll need to get through the certification exam, and we'll walk you through how to order it and all that stuff on our class. So we have a level 1 and a level 2 class next week. If you purchase both level 1 and 2, starting on June 9th is when the class, I think, June 9th. Click that link; it'll give you the dates. June 9th is our class, and we'll walk you through all of the level 1 and 2 particulars, so you can go pass the exam with flying colors. We actually have a 95% pass rate for our students. We give you all the skills to pass the exam. If you're interested in that, level 1 and 2, we have a $500 off discount code that's already applied when you go look at the page that I just dropped the link to. If you're interested in taking a course and passing, we can do that for you here at Estimate Mastery. So if you want to go the free route or the do-it-yourself option, that's fine. We'll get you those prep docs. If you want a done with you option where we really help you get through the skills that you need, you might want to take a look at our classes. So that's all I have for you for this week. We are just gearing up for those classes next week. I will be back next Tuesday, same time, same channel at 4:30 p.m. Central, talking all about how you can add more profit to your estimates and get that paid. We are actually going to have a couple of cool events coming up in June. So we have our certification class, and then we've got a live webinar on deck for you as well coming up soon. I'll give you more information about that next week. So really appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Of course, if you have any questions, email us, comment down below. We'll get back to you. Hope you look at certification, and yeah, we'll see you next week. Take care.